I personally, I think the consistency of communication
Yeah.
a lot of times is the biggest issue, and people with small to middle-sized business issues are the lack of coordination with their people. Yet there's not a coordinated communicate line of communication, which is kind of what you're referring to. So you'd have to have, consistent, what I call staff meetings. But there's two different type of staff meetings to me. Like when I'm running my organization, there's going to be a daily staff meeting, but that daily staff meeting is only like 5 minutes long. I'm always going to cover cover three components. There's always going to be something of inspiration. There's going to be something of motivation or reminder of purpose, or inspiration, motivation, and purpose. Those are going to be like three. It's like a three-legged stool. I'm always going to have those components. Now there's different ways I go about covering those three things. But then you got to have that weekly. And that weekly is what you're saying is it's not a complaint session. It's not about if that person would do their job, then I would be able to do this job. And no, it's my objective is to create an atmosphere of support to say, well, how can this department here support that department, or that person support that? So you can keep because if you let it fester, and then
it doesn't get better.
It does not get better, right? And especially when you get multiples, like in a small business, you can get away with that a long time. You can get away with that with up to these small businesses that have one or two employees. Bring the third employee in and see what starts happening. The third one, all of a sudden, any one time, and it's crazy. It's like these two team up against that one.
Yeah, they do.
And then like a month later, it's these two over here, this one. And then all of a sudden, one of the three are gone, and you're replacing, and you're just bringing somebody else back into that toxic, and then it repeats itself because there's not that structure and that communication. So daily staff meetings, which what I'm watching for in that daily staff meeting is that reason for that mention of that red wagon. Why are we here? What's the objective? What's the mission? And I'm checking that attitude every day, because if you got a bad attitude, you can go on home.
Yeah.
You're not going to bring toxicity to this place of business today.